Hello and welcome to ToffeeStats, and this is your pre-match stat pack, Chelsea-Everton, match week 16. And so Everton travelled to Stamford Bridge, where we don't have a lot of joy, and it will be a 3 o'clock Saturday kick-off, quite a rare thing. Let's take a look at head-to-head, and this one was obviously quite historical. 174 matches, Everton with 56 wins, Chelsea 65 wins, 53 draws, fairly even. And our last 5 meetings look like this. Everton losing to Nifas Jackson goal last time out at Stamford Bridge. We got thumped in April 2024. Cole Palmer getting 4 goals that day. Now, last time we got anything from Chelsea was a 2-2 draw in March 23 when Ederson scored at the death. And here are the team stats. Chelsea go into this game 5th in the table. Everton sit a point below in 7th. Both have 7 wins. Chelsea have drawn 1 more and lost 1 less. Scoring, not a problem for Chelsea. 25 from 25.1 XG. Everton 18, a slightly more reserved side. Goals similar XGs, both goals and goals against. Clean sheets similar. Possession, Chelsea more of a possession-based team. And I fully expect it to be a 60% to 40% this weekend. And looking at the form guide, Everton have hit a bit of form last couple of games. 4 wins from the last 5, and each of those wins, they haven't conceded a goal. 2 away games, 2 1-0 wins, so maybe that's the pattern. Chelsea, on the other hand, are witnessing 3 league games and, of course, lost in the Champions League against Atalanta midweek. We haven't been playing badly, but that defeat against Leeds has probably cost them a bit. Maresco, the manager, juggling his players a bit too much. Right, so let's have a look at today's stat bomb, where as Everton have got to 24 points after only 15 matches. We're going to see what it could mean at the end of the season. And so let's first look at the date that Everton have reached 24 points by in the past 5 seasons. This year, obviously, beginning of December. We did also in 2023-24 reach 24 points fairly early. And if you look in the central graph there, you'll see how many points that has given us at the end of the season. The last 2 years, if you don't include the 8-point deduction, we've hit 48 points. So you could assume that we're going to get a minimum of 48. I'm predicting around the 58. And in our final table there, you see that these are the other 5 teams that have hit 24 points after 15 games. And where they've finished, going back to 21-22, Man United is up 6th. 6th for Brighton the following year. Both those teams qualified for the Europa League. West Ham ended up in 9th. And last year, Bournemouth and Brighton were 8th and 9th respectively. But 60, something around 60 may get you Europe. And talking of Europe, one of our players played that last season. That was Dewsbury-Hall for Chelsea. We'll have a take a look at his stats from them and his stats this year so far. He was underused by Chelsea last year. The same amount of games, but at 22 minutes per game, he was obviously sub far too much. Meaning he didn't play a lot. Only one season there, played in Europe, but couldn't score in those 13 games, 1 assist. Just a very low score, but you'd expect that being a substitute for the most part. It just shows how we could have used him, how we are this year, and he's playing every game. Man of the match the last few, and creates a lot of chances. We know he also does a lot of the recoveries and the tackles and the dirty work. Be interesting to see if he goes back to his number 10 role this weekend. Let's have a look now at what's the score. I'll give you my prediction. And Chelsea on a bit of a mini slump, 4 without win, including Europe. We're going to wonder if Barry can continue his form and score. Let's hope so. I do think Chelsea's squad should have enough, though, particularly that it's at Stamford Bridge, who we haven't won since 1994. So I'm going to go Chelsea 2, Everton 1. Why don't you tell me what you think in the comments below? Don't miss our Match Stats show, packed with all the stats, the match in moments, our player ratings and man of the match. It's all here the day after the game, so make sure you've subscribed. See you next time.